Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to our You'll Never Walk Alone WhatsApp and YouTube channel. WhatsApp group and YouTube channel. Napoli 4. Jesus. Liverpool 1. Where do we go from here? I really don't fucking know. Champions League first game. It was away in the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. And first 30 minutes, we lost that game in the first 15, 20 minutes. They were up for it and we weren't. Defensively, I don't think we've been that bad. Even when we didn't have even when Van Dijk was out 2 seasons ago, I don't think we played that bad at the back. Fucking Milner, Trent, Joe Gomez, Van Dijk, Robinson, they were all fucking terrible. All of them. Fabi was on his own in midfield. Elliott's not good enough when it comes to defensively. Like, he's a kid. He's like, having Milner in midfield is... When I saw that, I went to bed. Honestly. I went to fucking bed. Because it's 5 o'clock in the morning start for me. So I went to bed. I got up. I watched the game. About 10 minutes into it, I woke back up. And I just couldn't believe what I was watching. I really couldn't. I couldn't believe what the fuck it was. It was so bad. It was so bad. What's happened? Reinvestment has not happened. That's the problem. We spent the whole year patting ourselves on the back, or the whole summer patting ourselves on the back over the Salah contract. But the honest answer is they got Nunez because Sadio was leaving. It wasn't that they had to get him, or they were going to get him and have Sadio as well. It was very simple. We had to get him in because we were losing the player that we needed. We haven't strengthened. We got kids in. Carvalho, Ramsey's injured. Carvalho's a child. And Nunez has had, let's be real, a fucking disaster of a start. From his own self, like, he got sent off because he couldn't keep his fucking temper in check. And I know that'll change and that won't happen again and blah, 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 blah. But it all adds up. What the fuck James Milner was doing to give away the penalty, I dread any time we go down now. We're not the recovery kings anymore. We looked beaten tonight after 1-0. Well beaten. And You'll struggle with anybody to argue that that's not the worst performance I've seen in the Liverpool team in fucking ever. On European biggest showcase as well. So every fucker in planet Earth has seen that game. That was awful. Awful. The ratings are going to be crucifiable. It's probably the lowest I've ever given Liverpool in any game. I'm not happy. I haven't been fucking happy since the summer transfer window. I didn't think we were doing enough. I thought we were naive in the sense that we thought that our midfield would somehow fix itself, and that all these players who, like Henderson, hasn't been even in the fucking team, and he's the captain, because he's always injured. Ox, always injured. Keita, always injured. Why aren't we playing a 37-year-old Milner? He's a 10-15 minute guy when we have a 2 or 3-0 lead, and he comes on to preserve players for the next week. That's what he's here for, not to start games. We know what happens when he starts games. We lose badly. I don't know what to say. This is the first time this is the first time I have nothing to say. Honestly, I'm shocked. I think it's going to take me a day or two to figure out what the fuck is going on. Do we need to reinvent ourselves? Absolutely, and really, really quickly. There's nothing we can do now. We can't buy players, so it's very convenient for the owners to have this problem when the transfer window is closed, so we don't have to do anything about it. But at this point in time, I think the way we're playing, unless things dramatically change, we'll be doing all right to get into top four this year. That'll be the pinnacle of the fucking season. This has Manchester United vibes written all over it, to be honest. I don't see the difference between United being whacked 4-0 by Brentford and us being whacked by Napoli. It was the same type of shoddy performance. One of the benefits of having a fantasy football team is you watch way more football, so you know what everyone else's positions are. So you want to pick your team to suit accordingly. I wouldn't pick any Liverpool fucking player. None. Diaz. But Jesus, none others. I don't know where we go from here. I'm at a loss for words, which is very rare. I never am. Jurgen has to fix this quickly. I don't know where we go. I don't know how we fix it even. We don't even have the fucking players to fix it. It's not like we can't get players back who are injured. So we're going to have to persevere with this shit now till we come back into some form. I'm devastated and disappointment. It's the first game of the Champions League, so realistically, in the grand scheme of things, it means fucking nothing. But how many of these games are we just going to fucking not turn up for and get away with it not being a nothing? It's not going to be that case all the way through. Every time you lose, it costs you. And we're making losing look easy now at this point. I've had a shocking start. 2 wins out of 7 games. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what to say even. I'm so disappointed. Anyway, I'm not going to harp on because I don't know where my head's at. As I said, I've just watched the game. I wasn't expecting how poor we were. And it was just awful to watch. Anyway, I'll do a player ratings. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to You'll Never Walk Alone and What's Up Group match day review and player ratings. So I've done a review video. I'm doing a player ratings video now. So this was Liverpool versus Napoli in the Champions League first game of the group stages in Napoli in the Maradona Stadium. Fair play to Napoli. They looked fantastic. First half an hour they turned up. They didn't even have to play that well. We were so fucking poor at the back. We were like schoolboys at the back. So they walked 3 or 4 quick goals in, and then after that, it didn't really matter. They walked 3 goals in at half time, I think. And then it was a fucking foregone conclusion of 3-0 down. No one's coming back. And certainly not the way we were playing were we ever going to think about coming back. This had disgustingness written all over it once the first goal went in my opinion. Okay, Ali. 6. I don't think he covered himself in any glory, but I don't think he fucked himself up too badly. 6 being the average. Trent, 2. I've said this for years now, so this isn't just me picking on Trent. I've said this, if you go back all through my videos, I've criticised Trent's positioning, his lack of defensive awareness, his inability to tactically know where the winger, like there's not one time that Trent gets caught, that doesn't get caught with players coming around the back of him. Like his positional sense as a right back is fucking awful. He's a right-sided midfielder. He's brilliant going forward, amazing, incredible, what a baller. But it's like asking David Beckham to play right back. You just don't do it. He hadn't got the defensive awareness to be a right back, and I don't think Trent does either. 2. Joe Gomez, 4. Joe Gomez's worst game for Liverpool by a long way. Virgil, 4. I think he has PTSD from his fucking injury because he's playing like it's really affecting him. He's never come back the same again, let's be real. Robbo, 4. It's been a tough season for Robbo as well. He's been, I think, under a lot of pressure from Tsimikas, who I think is a better option at the minute on form. Milner, 2. I don't blame James Milner. I'm not going to dig James Milner out. He's 37 years of age and he shouldn't be put in that position. Fabi, 5. It's not his fault. He was literally the only midfielder in the fucking on our side. So it was a one-man band, really. Sorry. Elliot 6. Joke. It's a joke like leaving him to try and create on his own with no midfield help. You had Fabi trying to stem the flow at the back, and then you had Elliot trying to help create something. And Milner was just going around making fouls and tackles and giving away penalties. Salah, 4. I don't know what's happened to Mo. His form before AFCON was electric. He really suffered from the AFCON result of losing in the final. I think he really suffered not qualifying for the World Cup in November. And we're paying the penalty for his disappointment now. Bobby 4 was fucking pathetic. He's had a good start to the season. Probably the best start in a while, but that wasn't one of his better games. It was just to be fair, the forward line, what could they do? But then you look at Diaz, he gets an 8. He tried hard and tried to create something and raged against the light at least. Klopp, 5. Jurgen, you've done so much for this great club and you've done so much for our supporters that one of your oldest supporters and biggest fans isn't going to turn on you when the chips are down. But let me say this to you, my friend. James Milner at 37 is not the fucking answer. You really got to work out what we're doing at the back. And maybe, not that I'm a great tactician or a managerial prowess or anything, but maybe, don't play the fucking high line when our midfield is so poor, because it exposes our back 4, who are fucking rubbish when the pressure's on us. Just a thought. Anyway, if he watches it, which I doubt he would, and why would he? He's one of the best managers, if not the best manager in world football. But he's got to look at himself here, or else we can write this fucking season off in September. Like I said earlier in the Premier League games, sometimes you just fucking know. You just know. And I had a feeling this was going to be a poor fucking start. Once I saw the first game, I had a feeling. I was saying it. I didn't think. I was worried. I'm never like this. Always, I'm very positive every start of every season, but not this year. I just didn't think we strengthened. I think everyone else did around us. It's not by chance that Arsenal are fucking top after spending the most money, and Manchester United, after spending 300 fucking million, have fixed their problems. They went from looking like fucking West Brom to looking like Paris Saint-Germain in 2 weeks. So, can it be turned around? Absolutely. We need players back, we need form back, and we need thing. And the World Cup, actually this season broken up is probably going to be a good thing for us, if I'm being honest. Because in the year of disruption of COVID, we won the league. So who knows, maybe lightning will strike twice. I don't think so, but not by the way we're playing tonight. Anyway, if you agree, don't agree, let me know on the videos down below. Like and subscribe, and I will see you for our league game on the weekend. I am fucking dreading all our matches now. I'm not confident. I don't think we're in a good position. I know Chelsea are really struggling as well, but like, they've spent 300 million. Someone will get them players clicking. They're all new. What the fuck is our excuse? None of our players are new. They've all been here 100 years. Okay, we'll see you next one.